welcome back. So, the Jääkäripuukko knife, or as the guys who make it in Finland, they call it the Terävä Jääkäripuukko knife. That's a new addition to my kit. And I've had a few people asking me what type of knives do I use. And today I'm just going to concentrate and focus on the Jääkä knife. The one that I have is the 140mm. It's a drop point actually. When you look at the back of the blade, the spine of the blade, it's very hard to see the drop point, but it is a drop point blade. It's made from carbon steel and very sharp. The full tang blade is about 4mm, so it's fairly thick. And you can probably hear Boris coming over. Boris is the guy who always, whenever I do a video, he's over my head with a plane. Anyway, I think he never sends me any decent shots. But yeah, it comes in a beautiful leather sheath, and there's an insert inside the leather sheath. And for the price, it's great quality. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you somewhere, and then we're going to try it out a little bit. I'm going to show you, what the bite's like of it. I'll show it you out. I'll show the length of it and so forth, and also show that could be taken the wrong way, and also show you it doing a bit of feathering, and we'll see how it fares on a fire steel. If we can get a flame going. I'm not going to make a fire because there's no need to make a fire unless something drastic happens. In the background there you can see a few mushroom clouds going off. I'm not going to need to make a fire. Let's get to it, eh? We're strolling through the heather. There ain't many bilberries around, or huckleberries. These plants have been harvested. Might get a second crop. Well, there's a fair few here. We'll have some of them, eh? There's Boris for you. Boris is in a chopper. An helicopter today. So this is the Jääkäripuukko knife, Terävä Jääkäripuukko knife, and it comes with this lovely black leather. Mine's a bit scuffed, but lovely black leather with black stitching going down there, and a rivet. Little hole there for little lanyard or to tie round your thigh, and it's got another like O-shape hole there, and that's obviously for your lanyard, and it's also useful for if you need to strike something, whether it be a rock, piece of flint, or a nut of some sort. There's a little safety button here, press stud, so you can open it like that. Still the knife won't fall out, but it's just there. Once you've finished, you can just fasten it, it's nice and secure, and then you tie it to your waist. The rubber mould handle, it gives you a sturdy grip, and it's fairly universal, so As you can see there, I've got a good grip on that, and it's what you need when you're using a knife like this. It's very sharp, the blade is razor sharp, a Scandinavian grind, and there's a slight, at the very edge there, there's like another grind, and I'm not sure if it's 20 or 25 degree angle, which is typical of the Puukko knife, but I'll put the information on the screen now, so once I've checked that, once I've got back home. But it's a carbon steel blade, 4mm thick, full tang, goes all the way through, and it's a 90 degree edge there, so great for scraping, if you want some scrapings for tinder, great for feathering, and great for hacking away as well, because it's a fair weight, but it's an evenly balanced weight. So let's get at it and I'll show you some of the things that it can do. So we'll take some of these notches off. Very sharp, as you can see. No problem as far as feathering is concerned. I'm just going through a few knots there. It's really without any effort. And take the bark off. I have a woodman knife, and the woodman knife is around about 110, so that'll do me. This one's for, obviously, if I need to do some hacking, feathering. It's my backup knife in a sense. With a lanyard, what you can do with a lanyard is put it through your hand, like so. It just gives you that extra grip. So as you can see, if that comes off, at least you've got it in your hand. It's not going anywhere. Right, so let's just hack that off. Now let's see how it fares in getting the flame going. We've got the shavings there, and this is a 90 degree spine here, so it's fairly sharp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the, in fact, there you go. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit So we've got a little bit of fatty wood there, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be careful not to put my thumb onto the blade, and with the back of the knife along, so just to make some fine shavings. Spine isn't as sharp as what I thought it might be. Make some really fine curls now. Okay, so I'm just going to bring this all together now. Put the bigger bits at the back. Why not, darling? Come here a sec. Come here. Good girl. No. Sit down. Sit. Sit, stay. Sit, stay. Okay, you're keen, aren't you? You think it's food, darling, but it's not food. Right now, sit back. I've got some shavings there now. Just put them to one side. And I've just got myself a piece of silver birch. So I'm going to just scrape a little of the silver birch for a bit of tinder. It's quite big, and it's not what I would usually use for my like I usually use the Woodman, but this is scraping no problem, obviously because it's so sharp, and we've got more than enough tinder there now. I should be able to get a flame going now with that, and let's see how it goes. There you go. Now for me the spine isn't quite as sharp as I'd like it. It's 90 degrees, yeah, but it's not that sharp, which doesn't make the job easy, you know, as far as starting your fire. That's gone out now, so let's do it again. Get some of the oil from the bark, and then you'll get a longer flame. It's fairly easy to control. Like I say, not typically what I would use to scrape birch bark. This is paper birch, this actually. Not typically what I would use, but there you go. It's doing the job, that's all that matters. Can use some of this for flames in a minute. I find this a little bit too long actually for getting the fire going. I'm scraping my just move this out of the way. I'm scraping my knuckles there on this rock as I strike down. So that's how you get the fire going. That's good because it's not going to go out that now. But yeah, it's not quite as sharp as I'd like it. So maybe I need to do a bit of work on that. But the actual blade itself, the edge, is very, very good. It's got a lovely bite to it, and it's fairly, as you can see, no problem as far as chopping is concerned. For roughly around about 60 euros, so it's about £55, something like that. It's one of the best quality knives. I know more knives are good, but this is a very, very good knife for its price. What I would like, because I'm left-handed, is for this loop, your belt loop, for that to be interchangeable, so it can go on the other side, where this has to really hang on the right hand side. Excellent quality though. It's not my favourite knife for actually striking a spark, because I think it's too long. I would much prefer shorter knife because it's easy to control. But this is a bit of a beast. But still, you can do some intricate work with it. Bushcraft. They're the guys. It's a Finnish company, and there's a guy there who actually makes the knives and supplies it to them. What I believe in doing is sharing anything that I get that I think is good quality. I want to share that with the rest of the guys in the hook fin family. Anything that you want to know, guys, leave a message in the drop box. I hope you found this useful, and please like, subscribe, sub bell, sub share, and all them beautiful things. And I really appreciate your support. So until next time, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.